Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to answer a question that I've been asked a bunch of times, and that is, what do I keep in my camera bag? What camera bag do I have? And well, many more questions relating to the contents of this. So I've been asked this question a bunch of times in the YouTube comments, in my DMs on Instagram, and occasionally just in person by other photographers when I've just got like one camera on me, or my smaller travel bag, which I will also feature in this video. And in my description there is every single item, I think, don't hold me to that, that I have available on Amazon. So if you do like anything you see here, or if you want anything that I use, pop to the description, have a look at the Amazon links. So starting with the bag, it's a K&F concept bag. It's fairly chunky but not too big. I'll show you the compartments of this properly. There is a pocket on either side. There's a pocket at the top. You've got your main compartment that is accessible from the top via the back, and also one of my favourite parts about this is there is an extendable and expandable pocket in the front. So if you're carrying anything extra, you can get it in here. It's like a little, you could probably pop a laptop in there. It'd have to be like a 14-inch. There's a couple of pockets here, but yeah, it's extendable, which means that when you're not using it, it pops away. When you are using it, it extends out a bit. There is also a laptop sleeve in the back built in, and for when you're on the go, there is a strap here that goes over like a suitcase, which is ideal when you're traveling. Okay, so probably the most important thing, I guess, first of all, is the main body that I use. It's just a Sony A7. It's a big upgrade from what I had before. I was using the A6000. I still do have that up on my shelf up here, as if you watched any of my videos before, you'll know there's a shelf up here full of other cameras. I love it. I loved the A6000. The only thing that I wanted to upgrade on my A6000 was it not being an APS-C and going to full frame. And so the next natural progression, I guess, was to go for an A7. There is a plan to upgrade this again. It's going to be next year. But I'm thinking, sticking with Sony, but I'm thinking something a slightly smaller or more compact body, has a fully extendable screen, or rotatable and adjustable screen. Still full frame, slightly more megapixels. I'm sure you can guess what camera that is. If you can, pop it in the comments. And well, I guess congrats to you who got it right. So the first lens that I have is the kit lens that comes with this camera. It didn't come with this camera because I bought it secondhand from MPB. Not a sponsor, but it's a great website. I wanted a lens as soon as I got this camera. And my friend Joe, who has been in multiple videos, had this lens and wasn't using it, and very kindly offered to just give me this lens. So I was definitely not going to say no to a free lens. If you don't know what the kit lens is, it's a 28-70 and f3.5 to 5.6. It does the job. It's probably not my most used lens, but it does the job. And also sometimes if I just want to go out with just my camera, I'll take this. It's pretty versatile. It does what I need it to most of the time. And yeah, it was free. Well, it cost me a lunch in London, but I mean, the cost of a lunch in London compared to lenses, right? It's the obvious choice. And also I got lunch out of that too. So sticking with zoomy lenses, we've got this lad. If you've seen any videos of mine, you've probably seen this quite a bit. This is my 70-300 from Tamron. It's a 4.5 to 6.3. It is not internal zoom, as you can see. I use this lens quite a lot, even for some of my street photography stuff. When I'm in London, I find that I naturally find myself like looking quite far ahead from where I'm walking. And so I miss a lot of the times the opportunities that are happening like near me. And so sometimes I'll pop this on because it can shoot where I'm looking. So that's ideal. Yeah, it's a great lens. I've seen some people online saying that there are issues with the build quality of the lens. I've had this for about a year and I've had no problems with it. I actually need to update it because an update just came out. But yeah, if you're looking for a good, not crazy expensive long telephoto lens, I'd highly recommend it. Okay, so let's have a look at some primes. I've got a 50. I don't really know many photographers out there that don't have a 50. This is the Sony 1.8 50. I feel like it's a necessity right? Like I use it mainly for if I'm shooting at night, doing street photography. I've got some photos I'm pretty happy with out of this one. It probably doesn't get used as much as it should. If I shoot some portrait stuff for people, I use this. But otherwise, it's just for night shots really. And because we've been through the summer, I haven't had to use it much. I've been getting away with using every other lens that I have. But it's now, at the time of recording, stepping into winter. At the time of you watching this, it's definitely winter. And so this is definitely going to be on the camera way more often. And finally, I've got this little Viltrox 20mm f2.8. This was a very cheap lens. I got it from Amazon. I had been recommended by a couple of people to try Viltrox, and it was about £100, like maybe just over or just under. And I was like, you know what, for that price range, I'll see what it's like. I didn't have anything wider than a 28, and it's very rare that I want to shoot anything this wide open, just for how I normally shoot. But I've got a couple of shots out of it that I love, and also it's been good for if I've wanted to film on the A7 at arm's length. The 20 gives me a great field of view, and also I'm going out at the time of recording. I'm going out to shoot a ghost hunt for Adam, who I edit for. I'll leave a link to him in the description. But at the time of you watching it, that ghost hunt will have been out for a week or two. So go to his page, check it out. I'll be in there. I'll be on camera. Should be a good laugh. It's something that I've not done before. But anyway, this is the 20mm f2.8. It was cheap, but it's good. The only problem I have with it sometimes is it sometimes like hunts to get autofocus. Like you can see it trying to figure out. It only happens when you're using like the shallow depths of fields. So it's not too bad, but that's just something to bear in mind. And on the last note for cameras is the camera that I'm filming. It is the Insta Go 3. It's the camera that I use on my chest mount when I'm getting POV shots. It's waterproof, not the main body, but the smaller attached camera. It has a flip-up screen. The mics on there work really well. In fact, the audio that you're hearing is directly from the camera, which is just a very light edit. And it's what I use for most of my videos. I might upgrade in the future to the newer one that shoots 4K, but honestly, if you're looking for something to just kind of like grab everyday moments or like pick something up straight away to start your own YouTube channel, it's a no-brainer for me. It's a great little camera. So, accessories. Again, I think like maybe a necessity / staple. It's a Joby GorillaPod. If you've never seen one before, the benefit of one is that you can fully articulate the legs to any position that you would like, and they're pretty strong. I have actually used this in the past to mount the A7 and use it like as a tripod to walk and film, and even bending it downwards like this, it doesn't, like it's pretty solid. And also you can cut it up real small to keep it in your bag. On the topic of tripods, I also have this little tripod. It is solid metal, and this is my main choice for if I want to walk around filming with the camera. It's easier than holding it like this the whole time, and yeah, also you can stand it out. I picked this up mainly because I just wanted, as I say, to be able to shoot selfie stuff, either with this camera or with the A7, and also it's really easy to just twist around and twist the camera in your hand. There's not much else more to say. It's just a solid piece of metal that is just really handy and makes it holding your camera for long, extended periods of time much more comfortable. So I also have, well, I have a couple of these, but I have one of them in my camera bag at all times. It is a light. I'm going to point it at myself. There we go. It's only on about 3% at the moment, 5%. You can adjust the color profile, brightness, and it has multiple modes in there, like lightning and cop car and things I don't think I'll really ever use, but the battery life on here is really good. There's magnetic mounts all the way around the outside. This actually goes hand in hand with this, which is a little hot shoe mount. It means that normally if I'm filming, I'll have one light on the side like this, and then maybe a microphone up here, and it leaves me an extra mount here for if I need anything else. And finally, in the like general accessories, I have these little lav mics. They're wireless. I picked them up for pretty cheap. They're not like the world's best, but they are wireless. They can go in via USB-C, Lightning, or a 3.4mm jack, and they do the job. The audio quality isn't like insane. It's not like I bought something from Rode or from DJI, but I mainly use them for when I'm out traveling and I want to shoot a shot, but it's really loud around me. They don't work with this, but they do work with my phone and with my other cameras. So yeah, they're ideal for if you're in a pinch. I very rarely have to use them, but it's something that, you know, I don't leave home without, because if I'm shooting a video, I'm in a really loud environment. It's better to be able to hear me fully, even if it's not the crispest audio, than it is to not be able to hear me at all. Before we move on to like the little accessories for the camera, one of the other big things I have in my camera bag, not all of the time, but it does live there most of the time, is my drone. It's the DJI Mini 3. When I bought this, I knew that I would probably not use it in every video. I'd probably only end up using it in like maybe 5 to 10 videos a year. But I'm really glad I got it. And I think, honestly, some of the shots that I got in Wales using it and that I've got since in other videos just made the video so much better. So if you're thinking about buying a drone, buy a drone. Maybe you don't have to spend like nearly £600, but buy a drone. Okay, so more camera accessories. In one side, I have various ND filters, CPL filters for different lenses that I have. I actually need to get some step up and step down rings so that I can use them across the board. And I also have these. These are various ND stops and a CPL filter for the Insta Go 3. So if you do get it, I would highly recommend grabbing these. I'm not 100% sure that these are in my Amazon links in the description, but by the time this video goes out, I'll make sure they are, because these have really saved me. When I go to Madeira, which is a video that would have already been out for you, but I haven't been there yet, I will be taking these with me, because the one downside to this camera is when it is a very sunny day, everything does very easily get blown out. So yeah, this is ideal. There's an ND8, an ND16 and an ND32. Yeah, and then the CPL. I honestly don't think, other than for some evening stuff, the 8 or the 16 is going to come off of the Go 3 for the whole trip. And also in the same side pocket is this little case. And it is literally just a place to keep spare batteries and cards. Because, I mean, what are you going to do if you don't have enough battery? And that leads me onto the next item. Not specifically a camera item, but I have a power bank, because my A7 can charge from this. So it means if I just stop for lunch and I've only used 50-60% of a battery, I just pop it on charge. It saves me having to use another fresh battery if I'm just going to be stopping to eat, grab a drink or something like that. Charge from this. It's also dual port, which means I can be charging my phone and my camera at the same time, and it's, I think, 10,000 milliamp hours, so it's good enough to get a good few charges out of. If you don't carry a power bank when you go out shooting, consider it. And so just to complete everything, I'm just going to mention this bag. At the moment is what I use when I travel. I'll be taking this A6000 with me that is currently upside down, and it fits really nicely in here. When I'm traveling with Sarah or to see friends or for another reason, and it's not just a photography trip, I normally just shoot with the kit lens on this, which as you can see isn't on it at the moment, but it doesn't stick much further out than this. And there's a bunch of ways, which I'll show you in a second, you can set up the inside of this bag, but this just drops in nice and easily. The internals of this bag are as follows. You have a little netted pocket up here. There's a small pocket at the front here, which when I travel is where I put the ND and CPL filters for the Insta Go. There is a full over shoulder strap, a pocket at the back, and my favourite part about it is, yes, you can go in from the top, but you can also access this bag fully from the back. and it comes with multiple inserts in here that you can take out by Velcro and set it up how you want it. At the moment I have it so that one camera sits here, and then in here the Insta Go sits, and then I've just got a bit of room on the top for if I pick anything up or I want anything else while I'm out, like a power bank. So this camera bag has been to multiple countries now. It's sturdy, it's waterproof, and it's a great little purchase. If you're looking for just like a little bag you can just throw over your shoulder, carry around, I can't say no to this. And so I think that's it. I've been asked a bunch of times to film something like this, so here it is. Also, it's a terrible day outside today. I was going to go out and shoot, and then I looked out the window and I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't bring myself to go. It's bloody cold, bloody wet. So yeah, I hope anything from this video was helpful. As I say, if you liked the idea or the look of anything, check out the description. There is the Amazon links there. They are Amazon affiliate links, so if you do buy anything through the link, it does help me out. You don't have to. I mainly put them there so that you can see where they are and what they cost and how to get hold of them in the same way that I did. So thanks for watching, guys. I've got 1 or 2 more videos that'll be coming out, and then I am going away for Christmas. Just me and Sarah, away from everyone else. First time ever, and we're just gonna relax and have all of our food and drinks made for us and brought to us, and just have a really peaceful Christmas for once. So I'm not going to film that, but I might pop a couple of little shorts out from the experience, so keep an eye out for them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.